There's a way that seemeth right to a man, but the end thereof is the way of death. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 12. God has a standard of living. I know you love your life. I know that is your style. I know you love the way you do things. I know that that is your hobby. But is it a good thing to do? Is that a good way to live? Is that an approved way to live? The Bible is full of commandment and instruction of how man should live his life, and instruction of what to do and what not to do. What you are doing may be good for you. It may seem right in your eyes, but is it accepted according to the dignity of Scripture? Is that how God instructs men to live their lives? He said there is a way that seemeth right to a man, but the end thereof is the way of death, is the way of destruction. Let me tell you something. If it is not God's way, then it is not good way. If it is not God's standard, then it is not the right way. You should understand it and accept this, because this is one of the reasons why we need God in our life, that we may know how we should live, that we may know how we should live. Because we are born from different family, different culture and structure of life, it is very hard to discern what is good, because so many attitudes, so many things that we accept in our culture or in our environment are not accepted according to the dignity of Scripture. That is why we fail in so many ways. Romans chapter 12 verse 2 says, "And be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God." What are we saying? This scripture is saying that you should not be conformed to the standard of this world. That is what is called the standard of God. The standard of God. So you should not be conformed by the standard of this world. There are some things that our culture may accept, but is it approved in God's sight? There are some things that our environment may accept. It may seem good in our eyes, but it may not be good and right before God. So that is why you need to come close to God to understand His yes and no, His does and don'ts. I know you want to prosper. I know you want to succeed. And I wish you well, and also God wish you well. But do you know there are kind of life that you are living that may hinder you from prospering? Do you know that some of your attitude and character and habit and behavior may be the reason why you are still where you are today? Do you know your habits can be the reason why you cannot move forward? Do you know your attitude towards God and people can hinder you from progressing? Yes, this is the reason why you must come close to God to understand His ways, His pattern, His structure of living. In the Bible is full of stories of people that conquer and win and work with God perfectly. And we should go and imitate from them if we really want to succeed and prosper in this life. God wish you well, but you see, the kind of life you are living can hinder you from accessing and receiving His blessings. God wish that you prosper. He said, "I wish above all that you prosper and be in good health." But you see, the kind of life you are living, in the kind of things you are doing day in, day out, can hinder you from getting the blessings of God. So what are we saying? It is up to you, it is up to I to come close to God, that we may have a good relationship with Him and live the kind of life we should live, that we may receive His blessings. As you know, this world is already programmed. Every key that you press will give you the exact thing that should come out. You cannot be pressing wrong key and expect right answer. You cannot be pressing poverty key and expect success. So what are we saying? What we are saying is we should come close to God, have a good relationship with him, seek his counsel, follow his leading. Jesus Christ says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one can come to the Father except through me. He said, I am the light of the world. So do you desire to see your life shining? Do you desire to access the wealth and the blessings of God? Then you must come close to him and understand his ways and pattern, and begin to walk and live by those patterns, and then you'll be able to have all the blessings that he prepared for you and I. So what are we saying? This is one of the third reasons why men need God in their lives, that they may understand and know how they should live their life. Remember, there's a way that seemeth right to a man, but the end thereof is the way of destruction. Nothing good or bad is happening on its own. It is all the resultant effect of what we have been doing. What we are doing is seed. Anything you do today, you are simply sowing a seed into your future and into your life. You see, it means that it's very, very important that you should know what God prepared for you, that you should know how you should live your life day in, day out, today and tomorrow, and then you'll be able to receive the blessings and all that he has prepared for you and I. So it is up to you. I hope we learn. I hope this message helped. This is one of the 10 reasons why we need God. See you in our next video. I am Ibi Celestial.